A proposed city ordinance in Kalamazoo is expected to give officers another way to curb mobile nuisance parties known as X-trains. News 8's Josh Sanchez with more on what's behind that change. Josh.
Yeah, that's right. Those mobile parties, or better known as X-trains, have been an issue for Northside Kalamazoo neighborhoods and public safety officers for years. Now, a proposed ordinance change would streamline the process that police use to curb the issue.
Cars filling neighborhood streets, grinding traffic to a halt. It's a look at what an X-train looked like in the past in Kalamazoo in 2022.
It's really a safety concern for the neighborhoods.
Kalamazoo Department of Public Safety Chief David Boyson says previous strategies involved officers issuing tickets or making arrests at the street parties, but it was a tax on resources.
So we'd have to do giant overtime operations, bringing a lot of people, which was effective the nights we did it, but the next weekend, when we couldn't sustain that kind of staffing, it was back to normal.
In 2023, the department began to focus on the cars that showed up at the parties. They would track repeat offenders and send a letter to owners. A few cars were impounded during the X-train parties themselves. However,
during those instances where there's a lot of cars, it takes a lot of manpower to even impound cars. You know, you got to stand by the car, wait for a tow truck to arrive. We have to worry about the crowds, keeping the officers safe and the scene safe. So I think people realize it's kind of safety in numbers.
Boyson says officers would send requests to the courts to impound the cars after the events.
First piece of business is the official call to order.
A proposed ordinance looks to streamline the process. Instead of officers requesting a court order to tow the cars, they would already have the authority to tow repeat offenders later.
We really finally found a strategy that works.
Now, the proposal passed its first reading tonight with the unanimous vote. It will still need to go through another reading before it is officially adopted. In the Kalamazoo studio, Josh Sanchez, News 8.